afternoon, KNSC executives. We are your human resource department, and we have come to you with ways of managing our company's reputation based on internal and external effects of social media in the workplace. My name is Elise.
I'm Sabrina.
I'm Christy. And I'm Nicolette.
Modern technology has brought in new trends of business communication, new websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or participate in social networking is the latest introduction to the business industry. Over the last few years, it has become evident that social media has become an integral part of society. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn are some of the social media outlets being used by people all over the world. These social media outlets have the potential to offer our company the ability to connect, promote, and create awareness, reaching mass numbers of people worldwide. It is imperative that we as a company move forward and join the social media trend. As leaders in the broadcasting industry, KNSE Broadcasting Corporation is eager to move forward and welcome new ways of doing business. Most employees will be users of social media, which in turn will bring human resource issues concerning personal social networking while at work. However, social media in the workplace is hard to control and can come with certain risk factors that might damage KNSE's reputation. Our human resource management team has researched, analyzed, and submitted recommendations on how to manage the reputation based on internal and external effects of social media in the workplace. Social media in the workplace. Social media is relevant to all industries because it offers instant, direct, and interactive communication available to everyone. KNSE is a main contributor of reporting media to the public. These social media venues are changing the way we do business and are impacting all industries in a negative and positive manner. Social media has become a great device for business, but has created issues with personal social networking while in the workplace. Social media was introduced due to changes in the technology and demographic trends, and since then has affected the way companies are doing business today. It offers instant, direct, and interactive communication that we need to utilize as a company. KNSE's business objectives are to succeed while maintaining a reputable image. Misuse of social media stands in the way of these goals and objectives and can hurt or destroy our company's image. As the human resource management team, we will need to develop policies and procedures to address social media in the workplace. This will ensure the company's image is protected.
Thank you, Sabrina. Our HR team has done extensive research on the misuse of social media in the workplace. Social media presents both negative and positive orientations when it comes to the human resource department of a company. HR managers and representatives are faced with many challenges when it comes to managing social media within the workplace. Companies can be affected both internally and externally, which brings the need for media policies, monitoring, and specific roles to help eliminate and manage risk within a firm. Challenges facing our HR team. Even though there is a negative association, social media within the workplace has been known to boost productivity and employee engagement, but only if it is monitored properly. Social media has shifted its sole association with Generation Y and is now being adopted by all demographic ages. Age is often not the support for this concern. It's more about how the employee can cooperate, prepare, and adapt to change. Another challenge that HR departments are faced with is managing the possible risks that are involved with social media. Many firms find it hard to coordinate the use of social media in their daily business practice due to a lack of initiative, and business can lose sight of who should be managing social media risks within a firm. If a social media policy is not created and enforced, it leaves a company vulnerable to an increased range of reputation risks and encourages risk dynamics. Reputation loss affects competitiveness, positioning, the trust and devotion of stakeholders, publicity, and the sincerity of a company's operations. There are internal and external ramifications that companies can face if they do not enforce social media policies. Internally, employees can easily access information and expose companies negatively. Any private or sensitive records can be leaked. Potential ownership issues can arise, and possible conflict with legal rights are present. Externally, misrepresentation of a company's public issues, improper remarks on a company's financial position, damage to a company's image, and negative responses or feedback on customer service. Employee engagement in building company reputation can be a benefit as well as a liability. The success of a company is usually associated with how well employees have embodied the brand, mission, and values of the company. Employees' actions and endeavors must coincide with the company's image, and they must act as brand ambassadors. As a company, we have further analyzed the previous research to prepare and enforce policies regarding social media. Coming up next, we will analyze the presence of social media in the workplace. Over to you, Christy.
Thank you, Elise. Based on the research we have learned, social media has been quickly entering the workplace. Even with a negative association, social media has been known to boost productivity and employee engagement, but only when monitored. HR departments have been forced with managing possible risks that arise from social media. Firms find it hard to coordinate the use of social media in their daily business practice. Policies should be implemented in order to eliminate the risk of damaging a company's reputation. Employees' actions must coincide with the company's image, and they must act as brand ambassadors. Businesses can find it challenging to monitor the entire aspect of social media. And a way to solve most of the problem is to reach out to external sources. But executives must also take into account that monitoring social media should be kept internal. Ways we can manage this issue are dismissal, consequences, implementing policies, training, hiring a communications manager, or outsourcing. We came across a recent issue within BBC News Company where 2 employees were fired for misuse of social media. BBC had policies that were available to employees but were not extensively enforced. BBC kept the monitoring of social media internal, but did not successfully have any means of control over monitoring the use of employees' social media. Instead, they went straight to dismissal. This was not the best practice because if other measures were taken as discussed in our research, the consequence of dismissal could have been avoided and BBC's reputation would not be at risk. Now over to Nicolette for recommendations.
Thank you, Christy. So steps need to be taken in order to eliminate and prevent future risks. What we have decided to do first is to hire a communications manager to run all social media outlets for our company. They will build and maintain distribution networks and be the eyes and ears of our brand to keep the company's reputation well seen. Our company will not only have policies in place to eliminate the misuse of social media, but these policies will be enforced and trained upon the employees to use as strict guidelines. The communications manager will then have a set team of properly trained employees to be able to cope with the new social media trends in order to maintain proper use of social media. They will also work closely with upper management to help solve issues that are more serious. By putting in place these policies, training, and enforcing a communications manager, we will be able to eliminate the risk that social media imposes before it can even take place.
Thank you for your time, and we hope you take our recommendations into consideration for managing our company's future reputation with the presence of social media.